Hello and welcome to the Breas tutorial series. In this video we will show you how to use the main menu on the NIPPY 4 and 4 Plus. To access and use the main menu, you need to press the bottom right button. You can then use the plus, minus and set buttons to navigate through the options. To begin with, we should mention that there are some slight differences between the NIPPY 4 and the NIPPY 4 Plus menus. Firstly, the NIPPY 4 has an option to enable a ramp setting which you cannot do on the NIPPY 4 Plus. The NIPPY 4 Plus menu has an option to allow which type of patient circuit you wish to select, from either a leakage circuit or an active valve circuit. As the NIPPY 4 can only be used with a leakage circuit, this choice is not needed in the main menu. Let's walk through the rest of the main menu. There is an option to adjust the patient's eSync trigger settings. Press the Set button to move between the trigger options, and then the plus and minus buttons to change the trigger values. In supported breath modes, you can change both the inspiratory and expiratory trigger values. In controlled modes, you can only set the inspiratory trigger value. The trigger values range between 1, being the most sensitive, and 9, being the least sensitive. The next options in the menu are the humidification settings. You can change the humidifier and heated circuit temperature using the navigation buttons. Next, you can adjust the psi settings. By switching the psi function on, it is possible to set the psi frequency, the psi percentage relative to the set IPAP, and the psi inspiratory time. The next option is for deactivating any patient profiles that are no longer required for use. The pre-use test allows the device to be calibrated against the breathing circuit that is about to be used. Select to start the pre-use test and follow the on-screen instructions. The NIPPY 4 can only be used with a leakage circuit, whereas the NIPPY 4 Plus can also be used with an active exhalation valve circuit. Once a pre-use test has been performed, this circuit calibration is used each time treatment is restarted. If you do not wish to do a pre-use test every time you switch the device on after this, you can switch it off in the menu. The User Preferences section allows you to adjust various device settings: the time and date, the display light, the screen light intensity, alarm sound, the preferred pressure units, whether to show the patient's apnea-hypopnea index, whether to show the compliance data in the Home menu. The Advanced Settings section contains the following items: the FiO2 calibration, the end tidal CO2 sensor calibration, which is for the NIPPY 4 Plus only, device memory functions, clear patient settings if you want to return to the default device settings, patient operating time reset if you are setting up a new patient on the ventilator. When you enter the Patient Monitor section of the main menu during treatment, you can view the patient's pressure, flow, tidal volume and circuit leakage waveforms. By pressing the top right Trends button, you can then view the patient's trend data for IPAP, EPAP pressures, total breath rate versus their spontaneous breath rate and their SpO2, tidal volume and circuit leakage. Be aware that you can change the resolution of these waveforms and trends by pressing the Set button to move through the graphs, and then plus and minus buttons to change the range on each axis. When using the NIPPY 4 Plus with the full range of accessories, you are also able to view the patient's CO2 trend data, as well as their respiratory effort belt waveforms. The remainder of the main menu consists of the patient's summary compliance data, in which you can set a preferred level of daily use to measure this data against. The alarm event log. Some device information where you will find the firmware version in use, the percentage health of the internal battery, and the device's serial number. We hope you've enjoyed this video on the use of the main menu. For more information and other tutorial videos on how to use the NIPPY 4 and 4 Plus, please visit our Education by Breas website. Thank you for watching.